You just calm down, all right? Calm it down.
I've already calmed down.
Calm
you
it
calm
down. You calm down.
He goes to Kentucky for a week, and he thinks he has an accent when he comes back.
Welcome to the One Fall WrestleCast.
Oh, how y'all gents doing today, huh?
Terrible. No, I'm just kidding.
What's up, fellas?
Fine.
Oh, why are you so terrible? Surely it's not that bad.
Well, my soccer practice. So these were going to be my first soccer practices tonight, and we got. I showed up at the field, and everything got black. And like dust clouds started blowing and lightning shot out of the sky. And I'm like, well, I'm not allowed to practice now. Sorry.
Is this your first year coaching?
No, this is my second.
Oh, that's exciting.
But it just out of nowhere. Literally, it was sunny when I picked up. So my kids were at my sister's, and I picked them up, and I picked up my niece because my niece was like, I want to help coach. And I'm like, come on, get in the car. Let's go. Help me out.
Sure.
And we showed up at literally 30 seconds, like lightning and thunder, and you're not allowed to practice in that. And that was it. That was the end of my night. I've been looking forward to this since whenever the last season ended. So they wrecked my evening, but it's okay because I got like a zillion practices left to go, so it's gonna be all right.
Yeah.
Coaching is so much more fun than playing, by the way.
There's less running, so that's good.
Yeah, I don't run.
Yeah,
I run a little bit, but not like
you might need. You should a little bit. Get the heart rate up.
A little bit. I mean, I get a little bit, but I have like two teams, so I coach two different. Because I got my kids are 2 years apart, which means they very rarely play together.
I feels you. You'd have to have a prodigy child to get him to jump up to the upper ranks.
Let me tell you something, brother.
I got two prodigies. Go ahead, Walt.
Derek, you look like fucking Hulk Hogan's like.
I know, man. I was just ripping
little
off my
abandoned child.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing, bud?
I didn't even realize it whenever I put this, this outfit, I guess you could call it, together.
Mr.
It just came together
Hulkster,
seamlessly. What can I say?
You signed my autograph.
What you gonna do, brother?
I'm your biggest fan. How was your week, pal?
NW, it was good. Not eventful, which is wonderful.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean,
went out and
let's
did a
just
little
be-
work. Mowed a little grass. Dude, I hadn't mowed grass for like 2 weeks. That took me hours.
Yeah.
I'm about to be
Going
there.
in like second.
Is that why I had to call your wife to get a hold of you so that you could come and?
No,
record
that
the
was
show?
over the previous week. I don't own a cell phone because I want to be contacted. I own one because it's 21 and that's just what you have to do.
All I'm saying, pal, is
So,
like
I wasn't,
we knew that we had to. I was in Kentucky, which is a great state, by the way, folks. I mean, I think Kentucky gets a bad rap, but everybody's so friendly, right?
It's because they're drunk.
That very well could be, because listen,
It's the truth.
liquor stores today.
You
before I
probably met
left.
some really nice toddlers that were also drunk.
I met a lot of really nice people in the liquor stores. I really
They were
did.
drunk. That's fine.
Probably. One guy offered me a shot out of his bottle of whiskey. He said, "Y'all ever had this here Silas whiskey right here?" I said, "No, sir." He's like, "Oh, man, let me get you a little pour of that real quick." Pulls out a bottle. It's already like drank down to the label. He's like, "This right here is my personal bottle. We don't have none on the shelves, but, I thought maybe you'd like to try it." And I said, "Sure, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, I would.
It's 10:15 in the morning. Sure, I'm down to have a shot of your mystery whiskey.
Yes.
Yeah, give me a shot of that mystery whiskey at 10 o'clock.
So I take
I'm
the
on
shot.
vacation.
I take the shot, right? And I tell you, I get a good taste of it. And he's like, now, what y'all think about that? I said, man, it's not bad. I mean, it wasn't good. Okay, it wasn't good. But I wasn't about to hurt this man's feelings.
I mean, he
'cause
made it in his
You can be
bathtub.
rude at 10:15 in the morning. That's
Right.
right.
Exactly.
He made it in his bathtub. So
I had woken up early. I'd gotten, myself put together, ready to take on this travel.
did you have some breakfast?
I did. I had some breakfast.
I mean, if you had some breakfast, it's all good.
I had some coffee. Like, I was great, right?
Yeah. I mean, I feel like for me, it's
15
like
though, pal. And he's like, now, what y'all think that cost? I said, I don't know, man. $40. He's like, you would think that, right? He was like, nah, that bottle of whiskey right there is $12.99.
So you had a $12
This story
bottle
took
of
an
whiskey.
unexpected turn.
I did not buy said $12 bottle of whiskey.
Yeah,
Instead, I turned
yeah.
around and I bought a $30 bottle of whiskey that I had been trying to find for a very, very long time, which I am indulging in right now. And he says to me, now, you're sure you want that bottle right there and not what I gave you earlier? Yeah, man, I'm fairly certain that this is what I want. Okay, well, y'all have a blessed day. We'll see you next
He
time.
told you to go fuck yourself.
Yeah, man.
That's
right?
what that means.
I know, but he was a nice guy up until that point. But
Why does it sound like you met Brother Love at a liquor store in Kentucky?
I mean, maybe that's who it was.
That's definitely who you met. Not only did you meet Brother Love, he told you to go fuck yourself. But hey, look. This is a man who gets hammered every day, starting at like 10 a.m. and is looking like he's just trying to find people to be like, here, man, $12.99, you can be hammered, and it won't taste that bad.
That's exactly what that.
Not after 2 or 3.
Entailed. It was,
And
good,
then after you told him no, he was like, well, Sonny,
listen, he was a nice guy.
sure he was.
For the shot, I just didn't like your shit, pal.
Until he told you to go fuck yourself. But hey,
Yeah,
it's all right.
yeah.
You have
You
a
got a fun
blessed
way to-
day.
But I
You got
did.
a
I
fun
had
way of
fun.
saying that.
I had fun in the great state of Kentucky.
Who
Hey,
wouldn't?
man, wrestling. Woo, boy.
How about the great city of Chicago?
What a week, eh?
Dude, so much going down this weekend. Let's kick it off Friday night. AEW Rampage, the long-awaited return of one Mr. CM Punk. Now,
Mr.
gentlemen.
Chick Magnet Punk. That's what CM stands for. Chick Magnet.
Now, gentlemen, let's just pump the brakes, okay? Because I'm going to utilize this time to call out both of you little marks this week. Y'all come in here and shit all over. And now he's back. I've got one of you saying, oh, it's fine. It's fine. And the other one going, oh, bro, I'm going to order a shirt, his shit. I'm going to fucking buy a hat. I need to have a snapback trucker hat. Got to have it. Got to have it. CM Punk right there. Okay. So let me ask you guys a question. What has changed from 3 weeks ago to today? Is it because it happened and nobody ever thought it was going to happen? Tom, I'll start with you since you said it was just fine.
It was just fine. Look, I watched it because I wanted to see if it was going to happen. It kicked off the show. My curiosity was really more as to what if it didn't happen? Oh my God, what if it didn't happen? I'm getting this 1 hour show. To me, oh my God, if this
Chicago would have, they might have burned that building down, pal.
Right? Yeah. If this man doesn't come out, like this building.
Yeah, I tell you what, I had feelings at the beginning of the show when they were chanting CM Punk. I'm like, what if he's here, but he doesn't start? Like, this could get ugly even then.
Right?
No, I'm here. He comes running out of the back in the middle of the
I would have
riot.
made him wait, man. I'd have made him wait. Fuck it.
Yeah, no, I thought they were going to too, but no, I think they made the decision early on. They were like, look, if we don't just send you out there, this place might be on fire before we get to the main event. So let's just start it with this, right? And I think Tony Khan had teased it all week about I don't intend to disappoint anybody and whatever else. So, I mean, it was a 99.99% chance that he was coming, right? So, you know, did I watch it to see if it was really happening? Yeah, I did. And it happened. And you know what? It was good. He sat out there. He did a good promo. People cried. And, you know, I'm not bemoaning anybody who cried because
hell no.
their favorite wrestler
Man,
showed
that's
up.
great. Like,
It's fantastic. Look, the fact that people were that invested,
yes,
that's where it was. They were like they were moved by it, and you know that's what we want. Was I moved? No. You know, let's see what happens here. But man, am I happy that AEW is finally signing some good ass talent. I feel bad for like Joey Janela because he's never going to be. We have now been on more. You and I, you, me, Walt, and Derek. Our faces have been on more AEW Dynamites than Joey Janela in 2021. You know what that number is? 1.
Hey, to be fair, I mean, our faces might have been on AEW Dark more than Joey Janela in 2021.
That's true. I haven't even watched those back yet.
So anyway,
I didn't even think of that.
No, the fact that AEW is finally getting not only some great talent. Like this is top tier. I'm not pulling any punches here. CM Punk, despite being, you know, a little up there, but he's not an old man, right? Like he's early 40s. You know, they're finally getting some top tier talent here. They've got CM Punk, you know, they've got Christian wrestling, and he beat Kenny Omega. I know that wasn't the intended thing, but it worked out. It was a good match. You know, so that there's all of this sort of momentum going. They finally got some top tier talent. Not only do they have top tier talent already, you know, they've got Andrade, who's a young man who's you know, in his prime. There, you know, he's not necessarily he hasn't been used necessarily correctly thus far, but I think that'll get fixed at some point. They're just feeling it out, figuring it out. None of those people are bookers, but hey. No, but having you're going to add a CM Punk to your roster. That's a no-brainer. The man sold out an NBA arena on the thought that maybe he was going to be there.
True story. I mean, so. Chicago would have turned out anyways, but
sure.
I don't necessarily know that it would have turned out the way that it did because, you know, I mean, realistically, Rampage is it's an hour show, right?
Yeah.
And they put all of that together for 1 hour of live television, and the rest is dark tapings.
Yeah.
So, like, you know, you better be putting some pretty damn good matches in front of them, you know, for dark tapings and shit like that. If you're trying to fill arenas on a random Friday evening at 10, you know, at 10 p.m.
Truth be told, the rest of the show was just fine. It wasn't like. Well, no, that was the week before. But no, I mean, the rest of the show was fine. It wasn't like anything mind-blowing. It wasn't like, oh my God, the AEW title is on the line in this pay-per-view caliber match. It wasn't that.
Yeah.
But it was fun.
Spreading those around. Like, honestly, I've been more interested in watching Impact lately because of them. I know that's terrible to say it like a mark, but legit, Impact has some better stuff going on. Christian Cage is over there. That's cool. Whatever. I'm not a huge fan, but
Moose is coming back. Moose is back.
Moose is good. I've seen Moose for a few years now. You know, it's good stuff.
Hard not to like Moose.
It's kind of like pointless anymore. I'm just gonna throw it out there to watch WWE because Well, I know we're not here yet, and we're going to talk about it. But Karrion Kross's debut on Raw was just
oof. No.
Okay, you want me to what the like fuck, this man? Better than CM Punk, and you're going to bitch at me for being popping about CM Punk?
I'm not bitching. I was happy.
I mean, that's directed at me.
No.
That's directed at me. Listen, pal. It's not. It got anything to do with Karrion Kross. We're talking about fucking CM Punk, dude. 3 weeks.
I'm talking about what I want to watch in wrestling.
3 weeks ago, you sat here and you said, "I don't give a shit about CM Punk. This is the dumbest shit ever." You sat in that spot and you said that to our audience, and now all of a sudden you want to talk about how great this CM Punk thing is. You're what's wrong with wrestling fans, pal.
In the moment, man, it's much better that it actually happened. The promo, you know, it was all great. Hey, I was sold.
You're the
I got sold.
You're the problem.
That's fine. I'll be the
You're
problem. If this is what I get out of the business, it makes me happy. That's fine. Fuck it.
Can I be the problem? I want to be the problem.
You're not allowed.
Because at least you're
You're the golden child.
At least you're consistent in your dislike of things.
I'm a consistently a dickhead. I respond consistently in the way that you expect.
Fucking, this is some bullshit. Anyways, Derek, why don't you tell me how you feel about CM Punk coming back? Tell the world, tell our audience.
Yeah, I was honestly, I was trying to hit up the website as soon as it came out, and of course I couldn't get there because it was crashed. You guys know that. I was texting you guys.
This moron sending us screenshots of eBay ice cream wrappers selling for $100.
No.
Oh, should I buy this? Should I buy this?
Oh, that's a little exaggeratory. Nah,
no,
the T-shirt.
The shirts were.
I watched
sold out,
the T-shirt because I wanted to see where that was going to end, and it was $212, boys. We could have got a fucking ticket and a plane ticket, back and forth hotel, everything for $500. We could have halfway.
Like,
yeah, no, but I mean, if we wanted to go cheap, $500, I figure we could have figured it out.
We'd have got COVID on the plane, though.
Well, most likely that's just part of the cost.
We'd have got. Yeah. What's the ventilator cost?
So yet I still haven't gotten a reaction out of you, pal. Like I want to know how the CM Punk return made you feel.
I'm pumped. I can't say that I was moved in a way to cry. Obviously, I wasn't crying, but I was glued to my television, dude. I was pumped. I know I've played it down all these weeks, and I did, and I wasn't trying to get myself overexcited because who knows what the fuck we're gonna get out of this. It could have been
shit on it.
But the night that it came to be, whenever he actually walked out there, and I'm disappointed that he came out to Cult of Personality. I wish he would have came out to the Kill Switch song because I like Kill Switch.
I mean, I like Kill Switch too, but isn't like when you think of CM Punk, you think Cult of Personality. You don't think Kill Switch. I love Kill Switch, and I'm gonna go look. If that Slipknot Kill Switch Gojira show makes it to Pittsburgh in October, I'm going.
I'm in.
Yeah, let's go. But no, seriously, like if it makes it, if like concerts are still on in October,
Little Peepee's in too.
Okay, Peepee's in too.
And
why is he Little Peepee?
Fuck it.
But anyway, so just let him go. He's a fucking giant bully. You just ignore him. It's easy. I mean, that's like whenever I walked into the Roadhouse, he told you weren't even going to see me over the bar. I mean, I'm a grown man, grown ass man.
You are. That's true.
My legs touch the ground whenever I sit in a chair. God damn it!
They do. His legs touch the ground. He doesn't kick around. Wee.
So you. Eric's deflecting because he doesn't have an honest.
Dude, I'm sitting here telling you how happy I was about it. What do you want me to tell you? That I was wrong and I shouldn't change my opinion because once you put something on the internet, that's it for life, brother.
Well, listen here, brother.
I changed my opinion, man. It was cool. I had a good time.
I
was happy to see
I respect the opinion.
I actually retweeted on our account earlier that Booker T shit all over it. Booker T tried to say that CM Punk was referencing WWE and just basically talks trash about them. You know, he referenced them.
WWE Mark, pal.
Yeah, fuck him. He's on their payroll. I mean, not fuck him, but you know that was unnecessary. Seriously,
I'm gonna sound clip that. Booker T's gonna be knocking on your door and ready to whoop your little fucking ass.
Five times.
Booker T said the N word on WCW.
I do remember that, and then instantly regretted it. Whew.
Sensational Sherry was like, "Oh, it's okay. I'm sorry. I know.
And
I know
you should have like."
So listen, let's talk CM Punk, right? I think that the CM Punk return was probably one of the greatest moments in all of professional wrestling.
I mean, that's a high bar, but it was pretty good.
No, I don't believe that.
Pop, look, the pop was just. I haven't heard a pop like that since Stone Cold.
You and me either, pal. But like that's not even the thing about it, right? So like we've talked about these rumors surrounding CM Punk an awful lot. Every time there's a big signing being announced, oh my God, is it Punk? Is it Punk? Right? And now it finally was. And we're finally got CM Punk back in the ring. Now, here's the thing. This is where this is a very unenviable position. He's got to go to work, fellas. This is the most anticipated return in the history of professional wrestling.
Pretty up there.
Now he's got to go to work. Can he do it?
I'd say he has a hell of a lot better chance of doing this than he did at UFC or MMA.
Although he really dove deep and dedicated himself to that.
Man, he tried hard, I feel like.
But I mean, he just was not.
Don't you listen to me. I'm talking.
That was the wrong place for him to live, man. Like, he went to all the top-notch trainers and just not built for that. But he gave it his all. But can he go to work?
I mean, I think it depends. I think I really want to see him in a match versus Christian. Am I the only person that thinks that?
I think that's a brilliant idea.
I think I feel like that's an early pay-per-view-esque type match, regardless of what Christian's doing with Impact. I think.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, if I doubt that kind of happens, Tom, because
it's gonna be Darby Allin. But
yeah, for sure.
So
but I don't see him
I think that
putting
match
any matches on Impact. Obviously,
I think that match particularly is going to be good. But I think that, like, he needs to, like. Here's the problem:
it's familiar, right?
Does he lose to Darby Allin, like, right off the bat? Because if he does, then what's he got to do?
I don't think he does, I don't think that it has a negative impact on Darby Allin either, because I feel like they're going to go out and they're going to put on a banger of a match. That is, if Punk can still go.
I mean, I'm sure he can. The man's in good shape,
and Darby's going to get the rub from that. But
I feel like Darby's been taking a bunch of shit, though, man. Like, Darby hasn't been winning a lot of matches lately. Like, he's been putting high-profile matches, but
like, he's definitely got to go over on Darby, right? Like, he can't just lose to Darby. Like, that can't be how it goes. And you know what? If they turn him heel, God, that's going to be hard as hell. But, like, I almost feel like you got to turn him heel and like let him beat some baby faces and, like, let him be an asshole about it. And, you know, then maybe, like, they get their comeuppance, he gets his comeuppance or whatever. I don't even know, man. It's so hard. Like, he's in the hardest position that I think any wrestler's ever been in, right?
Yeah, I wholeheartedly agree. I
mean, maybe The Rock versus Hulk Hogan when that turned mid-match. I mean, this is that level, but sort of long term. Like, what does he do? How does he, like? I mean, people love him and they want to see him, but at the same time, like,
they love Darby Allin.
You're gonna have him John Cena dominate people. You're gonna have him beat the shit out of Darby Allin. Like, what's gonna happen? Does that fall flat? Like, what's gonna happen?
Derek, what's that look like to you, bud?
I'm thinking, obviously, Darby's already taken some falls, so it's not gonna really hurt his character much because the people are still behind him. For whatever reason, they've got him on this underdog quest, and he's not really had his comeuppance yet. And like Thomas said, and you know, it's going to be what it is. I think he'll move on down the line, and it's not going to be any sort of storyline with Punk long term. What I'm thinking we're looking at eventually is a babyface Punk versus heel MJF. Obviously, I mean, that's got to be the two. Right now, MJF is riding high with the company. He is their top heel. You know,
I mean,
and if we're gonna have
opinion,
Punk,
he's their top star.
He's their top guy.
Yeah.
I mean, there's nobody over.
You've got to have a little bit of filter in there and get some extra matches in there. Obviously, you don't want to go straight from Darby Allin to MJF, but I feel like that's going to be our end game here. I really do. Playing the long game, that's what it's going to be.
And I think that MJF beating, that's actually a good point. So, like, hypothetically, let's say, like, man, as much as I love Hangman, it seems like Hangman has, like, sort of, like,
kind of gone into neutral.
And also,
who's
like,
buying
he's
me wings on that one?
What?
Who's buying me wings on that one?
I mean, I'll buy you some wings, but buddy, I'd love to eat wings with you whatever day of the week we want. But anyway, Hangman sort of went into neutral and is just like, oh man, it's gonna be Hangman versus Kenny Omega. But now maybe you know, if you want to build up these other guys, if you want to build up, you know, MJF, maybe you just have CM Punk take it from Kenny Omega. I mean, that'd be a banger of a match. As much as I don't like Kenny Omega, I feel like CM Punk could get a good match out of Kenny Omega, if anybody can. And at that point, like, you know, you have MJF take it from CM Punk.
Guys, could you imagine? That would be amazing. Those
Right?
series of matches. Hell yeah.
Right?
Punk and Omega, then Punk and MJF. Oh yeah. That's money.
I mean,
That's
I'd watch
printing
that.
money.
I'd watch that. I'm not saying that I hadn't thought of it that way, but I don't know that that's where they're going to go. I do think they want to put it on Hangman, but at the same time, maybe Hangman don't want it. Maybe he's a family man now. Who knows?
I don't know, man. I just feel like them bringing back Punk in this climate right now was an absolute beautiful move. And we still don't know what's going on with Daniel Bryanson either.
Or Adam Cole.
Yeah,
Payback.
or Adam Cole.
As far as I can tell, Adam Cole's
I just
coming to
definitely
AEW.
said Daniel Bryanson, by the way, in case anybody missed that.
Daniel Bryanson? Brian
That might be his new name. Who knows?
Maybe.
Daniel Bryanson?
Yeah.
That'd be good. Can you trademark that?
I sure can.
Bryanson? Sure, why not?
Buddy
yeah, but
Murphy.
Adam Cole, too. Buddy
Baby-
Murphy.
Adam Cole's, well, Buddy Murphy is now Buddy
Matthews.
Yeah, he changed it a little bit.
Matthews.
I forget what it
That's
was.
right. Buddy
Yeah, there you go.
Matthews.
But his Twitter handle's still the same. I guess.
Well, it's because he's got the blue check.
Yeah, when you're verified, you have
I
to
mean-
like submit a request to change your handle.
Well, then just do that. I don't want WWE in my handle. I'm honestly surprised, folks. That WWE doesn't own that.
They
They
probably
own
do.
Buddy Murphy.
Well, he's not with them anymore. Wasn't he released?
Yeah, but they own the name Buddy Murphy.
Yeah, but he's still using the Twitter handle of WWE Buddy or something like that.
That's a Twitter thing. He hasn't
that-
dropped that because they haven't verified his name change.
Gotcha.
Listen, at the end of the day, there's a lot of matches out there that they can put CM Punk in, but like we're fantasy booking it right now. We don't even know if the dude can go. Okay, and I don't give a shit what anybody says about the fact that he filmed that show with Stephen Amell for Stars, and he's in great ring shape. Okay, cool. You did a TV show, pal, where you were a professional wrestler. Get in there and show me you can do it. That's the thing. I think that right now needs to be talked about and examined, right? Because we all know that he's gonna draw crowds and he's gonna get big reactions because he should.
Mm-hmm. No, I agree. Let's see what
He's
happens.
not been in a ring in 7 years. Like
I'm ready to see.
Well,
a
that's
big
I'm
match.
sure not
nobody's
correct.
talking about that. Everybody's talking about the debut and the potential match, but nobody's talking about the fact, can he still fucking work?
Dude, there's absolutely no chance that he hasn't been in a ring in 7 years.
I'm not
You
saying
know
that he
he's been-
hasn't.
You
But
literally
there's a
did.
difference between practicing in a warehouse and fucking being in front of 100,000
I
people.
think once you've already been in front of 100,000 people, it's like riding a bike, bud. You lose that experience. You know what the hell you're doing.
I
whenever you
mean,
go
we'll
in
see.
there. You know how to work the
do
crowd.
think he'll
You know
have,
how to work the
I
TV.
do think he'll have a couple dark matches we don't see.
All I'm saying, bud, is he couldn't handle the bright lights in the UFC, and he worked his ass off to be ready for that. So don't come in here and say that he can handle the bright lights because he used to do it.
He's already done it.
It's not 2010, 12, 13 anymore, bud. Okay, it's fucking 2021, and the climate of the business has changed.
Right.
Okay,
But
get in the
not
ring and
AEW.
show me. Get in the ring and show me you can do what the fuck you're supposed to be doing.
I
Until
say
then,
it's
shut
gonna
the
happen.
fuck up. That's what I say.
I say it's gonna happen.
We'll see what happens this week.
Yeah, I guess we will.
All right,
Yes, we
we'll
will.
go on, host. What do we
You
got
know, hey,
next?
all I'm saying, there's fucking tons of returns this week, guys. I mean, Jesus Christ, the fucking CM Punk just owning the world. That's what you guys sounded like a couple weeks ago. I just letting you know that.
Who else owned the world this week?
What do you want to
Walt?
talk about? What do you want to talk about?
All I'm saying is you want to come in here and call me and Tom a couple
Let's
little
move on,
WWE
Walt.
marks.
Who's next?
Okay, Brock Lesnar come back this week.
We're going right to Brock.
Right to Brock. Fuck it. Right to Brock.
Right to Brock.
Because to me, that's bigger news than fucking CM Punk.
Oh my God, was it ever? Me too. I could not when Brock showed up. I could not believe it. Truth be told, I
Real.
knew Punk was probably coming. My expectation for Brock showing up at SummerSlam was exactly zero. Exactly zero. I had no intention of Brock. You could have told me 100 other guys were going to show up before I would have believed you. You could have told me probably that Eddie Guerrero was going to come back from the dead and show up before I would have believed that Brock Lesnar was coming back at SummerSlam. Like that to me, because like, why would Vince do that? Like that's going to sell like pay-per-view buys. That's going to sell tickets. Why would he just unannounced have Brock show up? That doesn't make any sense. Lo and behold, there he was. Not only did Brock show up, Brock showed up looking fucking grizzled as hell with that weird like ponytail thing.
I like the look. We talked about it a couple
weeks ago. I did too. No, I like it
whenever
too.
he got the picture taken. And I'm like, he came out and I was real pumped that he kept that look. But listen, in all seriousness, I know I just was like shitting all over the whole CM Punk thing, right? But like, it was a fucking
literally going to say
pro wrestling, right? Great moment for pro wrestling.
Sure.
But like, Brock Lesnar being kept a secret, I think, is also a great moment. To me, it does not surpass CM Punk, but we know that Brock can still get in the ring and work. Okay,
it hasn't been a year, let alone 7.
We don't have that answer, so that's where like my climate shift is, right? Like I want to see Punk do good things, but you got to show me that you can do it. Brock comes in and out of nowhere as a surprise, and now you got this whole Paul Heyman dynamic, and we've seen Roman Reigns and we've seen Brock Lesnar before. But I think that this time it's going to be different. Brock's going to be operating a babyface role with no mouthpiece. Like this is an interesting story to me. I still think Roman Reigns comes out on top at the end of this.
Sure, because it's the long time. Truthfully, this is John Cena teased this, and I'm going to point out why. Because Cena said, I'm going to take this from you, and then you're not going to have a full-time champion anymore, and I'll see you at WrestleMania, or something like that.
Right.
But it was a very, like, almost anti-Brock Lesnar promo. Like Cena knew, but he didn't want to say it because he wasn't allowed to say it, but he wanted to say something, and it just, I don't know. Brock coming out, though, was just... I still can't believe it. Like, I still can't believe it when he showed up. And, like, I kind of feel like Paul Heyman didn't know and Roman didn't, because their faces were like, what in the holy shit? Like,
and if they did know, they sold that very well.
They sold it perfectly. I don't think commentary knew. Commentary shit themselves. I mean, it was just.
I mean, I shit myself.
What the hell?
I had a lot of wings that night.
Yeah, I mean, they were a lot of wings, but it was like, what the hell? I can't believe it. I can't believe this man is here. Also, Brock looks like he could like tear heads off of grown men.
He's gonna hit a dude with another dude eventually.
I can't wait to see that. Oh my god. I'm so excited.
Maybe they'll book your dream Monday Night Raw, where he just comes out and F5 somebody every single segment.
He kills everybody every segment for 3 hours. I would love that.
By the way, it's a callback to episode 3, which is available if you want to go check it out whenever my internet shit the bed and the boys finish.
Can that can happen? Oh man,
it could happen.
I want to watch that Raw.
We could have another Nia Jax Lana situation where Brock just keeps putting motherfuckers through tables.
No, but I want him to kill everybody for like 3 hours. Just like, oh, okay, we got the New Day versus whatever. Dun 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 dun, and then Brock comes out and just kills everybody, and then leaves, and it's like, well, back to commercial.
You look a little annoyed with what Tom and I are talking about over there.
Good, you're just straight up marking out on Brock Lesnar.
I can't wait.
Marking out on Brock Lesnar, and gave me shit for the last 20 minutes on a CM Punk exclusive.
But Brock can actually kill everybody.
Seriously, dude. Do you really want a part-time champion? Is that what you guys are excited about? No, I just want
Brock to kill everybody for one night only.
I mean, even if Roman Reigns does eventually beat Brock, I don't see him being good as a babyface without a mouthpiece. What's he going to do? He could have came out at SummerSlam and said something, anything, Does your voice box work, big man?
Look,
Like,
Brock can talk. Actually, like this is.
I've heard it that he can speak, but I don't
Brock,
think he can deliver a promo every week and play off of each
doesn't
other for
have to be
15
every
minutes.
week. It
Doesn't
doesn't
stop
have
him
to-
from giving the microphone to Bobby Lashley every Monday.
Ah, man, they give it to MVP too,
Bobby
though, and that's
Lashley
exactly why.
talks like he's the water boy.
Bobby Lashley is
But
yeah,
I'm
he's
Bobby
kind of a shit
Lashley,
champ.
baby.
That Goldberg match was so terrible. It was such a
Shut
waste
up.
of time.
Stop it. Stop it.
Are you
We're not there
serious?
yet.
You enjoyed that?
Stop it. We're not there yet.
Oh, we're there. We're
We're
35
not
minutes
there
in.
yet.
We got
Stop
shit to
it.
do.
Hey, listen, Brock Lesnar. Okay, it's
Yep.
good shit, pal. It's good shit.
It's good
Nah.
shit, Pat.
I'm
It's
looking.
great.
It's
forward to
great.
that.
I'm fine with it. I wish he wasn't
But-
coming after a championship. That's what
But
I'm
you
trying to
know-
say.
That's
I
all.
don't
he's
want him coming after a
Brock there for.
So there was another really, really big return at SummerSlam that, I mean, was right under our noses.
Whoa!
The Brood entrance?
Oh, that actually was better.
That was
I
dope.
would say
That was good.
That-
I love that.
Gangrel
Yeah.
coming back. I want Gangrel
Mhm.
back. Gangrel
I was
coming
hoping he
back.
was good either.
He made some sort of comment today on the old interwebs, and
That's all.
I scrolled right past the article because I said I don't really care what he has to say.
Nobody
so-
cares what David Heath has to say.
Oh,
But yeah, so Becky comes out and everybody's shitting all over this.
that was trash.
Is this the right move and position to put Becky Lynch in? Mr. Tom,
So-
you look like you've got opinions. Let's hear them.
Is it the right move? Ask me next week. Let me see what happens on Friday.
That's fair.
And at first glance, no.
Instant
What-
heat.
At first glance, it was like, oof. Wait, what? Then I heard this week they're going to turn her heel, and they're going to put her on Friday, and I'm like, she's really over. I don't know if you can just have her come back and be a heel, especially after leaving. Especially God, after the like, I have to go be a mother and like surprising Asuka and be like, oh mother, you know, like that was like. I mean, that was one of the most wholesome like things I've seen in wrestling. And
So I would tend to agree with you on this, but I think that like the reaction from the internet wrestling community to the way that they just flat jobbed Bianca Belair to Becky in this moment, if they decide to let her go heel, this is probably one of the dumbest smart things that WWE would have ever achieved.
I mean, that's the only thing they could do is let her go heel at this point. That's not just. I'm not like God. It's real hard to be like, well, you know, they let her go heel, but no, I don't know that she'll get over as a heel. And by get over, I mean I don't know that she'll get heat. I mean, God, Bianca is very well liked. But I feel like the match should have gone a bit, and like Becky should have done something heelish, maybe.
she slapped her. How much more of a heel can you be?
I mean, besides
Why
that,
are you squashing though your
To win.
Universal Champion on SmackDown?
I mean, to win, I feel like she should have like done something like sort of dastardly.
it was a
off
fucking pump handle slam in 1, 2, 3. That was trash.
the manhandle. Slam.
Am I right,
Give it some
Tom?
respect.
Yeah.
But it was, yeah. I mean, it wasn't like. I almost feel like she should have had like a brass knuckle or something. That the ref didn't see it. Like, I don't know.
People are saying that this is a giant Becky Lynch flex, that she could just come back out of nowhere in a replacement spot and say, I'm winning the title. This is how this is going to go down. Like, that's what people are saying. People are saying that she came in there and she flexed her star muscle, and this was the plan that they got laid down.
And that's funny.
I
I
mean-
seriously think that Vince didn't approve the flex. Yeah, it is what
Yeah.
Vince
Same,
wanted.
Okay.
For sure.
Maybe
Just
that's-
because you're a
maybe-
Becky Lynch mark for life, dude. You don't have
Listen,
to come in here and
that's
defend
fine.
her.
I
It's fine.
would love
Just-
to watch Becky as a heel. I would love
No,
to see
I
it.
would too. Like I said,
No.
give me
Give it to
Friday.
me.
I'm
Give
sure
me
you'd
Friday.
also love for Charlotte Flair to win 1,000 more titles because it can never stop. It's a constant
No, that's
rotation
Tom.
of.
That's Tom.
I would.
Jeez Whiz, boys.
Hey man,
Seriously.
listen, if you're not invested in what in the things that we're talking about, why don't you give something to talk about, and then we'll
What
talk
el-
about it.
Nah. You know what? I got you. You know what I saw on Twitter the other day? This is exciting. Not really. It's a little story. So, you know the picture with Jungle Boy and Anna Jay? Back a long time ago. I guess they're dating. You know, they're cute. Whatever. She's a little taller than him. That's pretty awkward. I don't know. I couldn't deal with that. You guys are both frozen.
No, we're not. We're just listening to your dumb story,
I'm
bud.
I'm giving you the erection finger.
All right, you gotta edit that out. Anyway, so
He won't.
I won't.
No,
'Cause I'm on deadline tonight, pal. So that one little fuck up gotta go. We gotta stay.
dude, you're
Keep
a
it moving,
dick.
pal.
Anyway, so I guess they were at Joey Janela and Jungle Boy were playing some beer pong together on a team and got matched up with Anna Jay and some other chick, and there was some googly eyes happening, and that's how they got together. It was an interesting little story I ran across today on the Twitter webs while I was checking out shit.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Wow.
You would rather talk about Joey Janela's fucking barbecue than Becky Lynch.
Whoa, what? Huh?
Yes.
What happened?
Derek's talking about Joey fucking Janela's
Oh,
barbecue.
I fell asleep. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Fucking playing beer pong. Well, it's just playing the beer pong with Anna Jay and Jungle Boy. Yeah, that's great news. I'm just so happy to hear about Jungle Boy and Anna Jay's relationship.
I didn't know that Joey Janela had his car fixed enough to like
Derek's an idiot.
host
Like,
a barbecue in a parking lot out of the back of his whatever
Like-
84 Trans Am.
You know what? Shut it down. He's a fucking moron. Like,
You know what? Fuck you.
like, thank God. Go away.
When it comes crashing down and it hurts inside.
But
He'll
listen,
be back.
he'll be back. Anyways,
What's our next topic, Walt?
our next topic. Summerslam and NXT Takeover a little bit, I guess, huh? Even though I didn't really watch either one of them.
I watched Takeover. It was good.
So, Takeover, I heard it was good. I heard that, Samoa Joe won NXT Championship for a third
with a
time.
muscle buster. I didn't even know he was allowed to do that.
Yeah, well, apparently he can do whatever he wants in New Look NXT because, nobody cares.
He muscle busted.
I certainly
shit
don't.
out.
So. But, I mean, good for him. It's just so they could take Karrion Kross to the main roster and dress him up like Demolition Cross. I mean, Jiminy Christmas. How bad is that?
Are we talking about that now?
Yeah, let's just talk. That's bad.
Oh my god. So what in the name of BDSM is going on Monday Night Raw? Holy crap. Oh my god. I can't even. So I watched Raw. I had it on. So I mentioned before we started this that I bought the PS5 upgrade of Ghost of Tsushima, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm back into it. And I'm totally like doing it in 4K and 60 frames per second. And oh my god, how bad was it was on in the room. But oh my god, every time I looked over, why are they doing obviously the stars of the show were Riddle and Matt Riddle. I'm sorry, he has a name again. Matt Riddle.
Oh, he got his name back.
Yeah, he did. And
I didn't know that.
Randy Orton. And good lord. I mean, other than their segments, which were okay, they were fine. Wasn't bad. But the rest of it was just like Bobby Lashley was he was trying to make excuses for why he killed Brock Goldberg because Bill Goldberg's son's name is Brock Goldberg, and so Bobby Lashley killed him because he's hundreds of pounds heavier And he jumped him from behind. So obviously you kill a man who jumps you from behind. And it just, there was that. I mean, the Miz TV or the Moist TV segment, looks like John Morrison's going to get a good babyface push here, which is good. I mean, he'll get beat up by Bobby Lashley, but I think John Morrison's a good candidate for that. And no, I mean, it was a mediocre show. It wasn't like there was some bad. Obviously, obviously whatever they're doing with Karrion Kross, like here's a leather helmet and some suspenders.
So I just don't get it. Like, why are you?
Nobody gets it. It's not a thing to get, man. It just sucks. Like, who? It just sucks. It's bad It's bad booking. It's bad television. It's bad wardrobe. It's bad.
Like, the dude is a murderer on the indies, right?
Right.
He's a killer in NXT.
Killer Cross.
And you bring him to his lifelong dream, and you turn him into the redheaded stepchild of Demolition. Like,
honestly, that's being a little too generous. Truthfully,
I just
Demolition were a very dominant tag team. He was some sort of BDSM.
Like, he looks like, just like looking at him, he looks like here. He just looks like I can't believe that I'm finally here and this is what I'm doing.
Yeah,
like he looks defeated. He really truly looks defeated.
I would be.
I mean, you know, I was listening to Busted Open on my way back from Kentucky today. Okay. And the one thing that they talked about was how they feel like there's a shift happening in WWE where Vince is just kind of like, and going back to, you know, the days of old when everybody was a gimmick, right? And everybody had a profession or a persona, and it's like, but why?
So what's his persona? Gimp? Is his persona Gimp?
I mean, I don't understand what the issue is when you're gift wrapped a monster that looks great, that could step in and immediately challenge for the WWE Championship and could immediately be a part of the title picture. Like, I just don't get it.
It doesn't make sense to me either. It honestly, like, when he came out on Monday, because I had it on, when he came out, I was like, what? What's going on here? And then he came out, and it was Karrion Kross, and I'm like, why did he have that child's mask on? Why did he have that weird Gimp mask on? And then he killed Ricochet. Obviously, he's got 150 pounds in Ricochet, but none of it made sense. Like, to me, it didn't bury Ricochet, and that's the thing. Like, nobody's talking about, like, oh God, Karrion Kross buried Ricochet. They're like, why is Karrion Kross a Gimp?
Yeah,
that's the question, right?
Yeah,
like,
I mean, because it's believable that he's in there destroying Ricochet, right? Even though Ricky's been getting a little bit of love and getting his name back out there and doing some things, but it's like, what are you doing?
Well, I mean, they're finally doing the thing that they should do with him in ring, but at the same time, they like walked him out there with like a weird suspender gimmick. It was just, it was like, who, but he still had the same ring gear on. They were just like, here, put this plastic bullshit on first. It's shiny. Leave the same kilt tights on. It's fine. But no, now you're, now you're going to kill Ricochet. Like, what? And I hope that this has gotten enough backlash that this just dies, gets swept under the rug, and nobody ever talks about it again.
It won't, because this is the type of shit that Vince McMahon thrives on, right?
Right, but
I mean,
like,
how many times do you want to kill Karrion Kross's character?
But I feel like when stuff fails like this so hard that, like, it's this bad that sometimes it just doesn't return.
Well, we can only hope for that, right?
That's my hope. Look, if this never comes back, I hope I never have to talk about this again.
Word association. One word answer. What do you think about Karrion Kross's new direction?
Gimp.
Eric.
What's that thing? BDSM? It's fucking weird. What are you doing?
Those are the only
This
two.
is television, not your wife's bedroom, bud.
You want to know what mine is? Disappointing.
Yeah, this is disappointing. Remember when Joey Janela said that the releases were disappointing? Those were sad. This was disappointing.
Yeah.
Hey guys, I 100% feel like this is just a punishment, almost you could say, to Triple H. Almost like bud, fuck you. I don't care about your best guy. I will trash him.
It just doesn't make any sense. Like, it really doesn't.
Really dumb. It's really, really dumb.
You know, and it's just...
Guys, to be honest with you, I just finished JR's book Under the Black Hat, and multiple situations like this were referenced by him in to him, as far as like Michael Cole beating his ass a couple times, Triple H had to beat his ass, Stone Cold beat his ass. For whatever reason, sometimes Vince takes pleasure in watching other people just screwing them over and laughing about it. It's what Vince likes.
It's what I like.
You would.
Especially when it's you.
Well, that's creepy.
You little crybaby.
Creepy. What's our next topic? Let's bring that up.
Do we have another one?
Are we done? Is it match of the week?
Match of the week?
We made it?
Yeah, I think we made it.
Are we here? No, we're not done.
What else
Pat
we got?
McAfee got the COVID.
Oh, shit. I forgot.
Oh,
talking
for real?
about Pat.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. That was
I didn't even know about that.
Pride of Plum, a Pittsburgh original. Pat posted today, despite being vaccinated. He's got the COVIDs. He's got it real hard. He's got a fever like 104 according to his thermometer. And Pat, I hope you're okay. God, I fucking love Pat McAfee.
I do too, but let's talk about the worst case scenario here.
Well, he ain't showing up on Friday.
My man just announced SummerSlam.
Yes, he was there, and so there's a 2-week gestation period there. SummerSlam was 4 days ago. 3 days ago? 4. We'll go with 4. So Pat was sick. Then we didn't know that. He didn't know that, but he was sick. Anybody checked on Michael Cole? Where he's old and he's older and fatter. I feel like we should check him.
This could be worst case scenario though.
Ooh, buddy, this could be real bad. This could be I don't know how much backstage he's in, but like this could be. I mean, this could like good lord. Not only is Pat McAfee like was he at SummerSlam, but he was at SummerSlam yelling and talking and hyping the crowd and standing on things and touching things and
touching people who were touching people who were touching more people.
Is this the super spreader event? I know it was sort of in an outside stadium, but how many hospitals
at this point it's no more than Sturgis is. So what are you going to do? You can't tell Vegas. One venue to be able to do something and another one not. So
I mean, it's a good point.
Unfortunately, it just is what it is. It's not like I'm excited about it, but it's the way of the world that we are.
I'm with you on that, and it's one of those things now where it's like, I mean, thankfully, we were at TNT, we were at Dynamite a couple weeks ago, and we're fine. We're all vaccinated. We were there. but nothing seemed to have come of that. But at the same time, like, how much more is this going to be a danger, right?
I really just hope that like this is a little isolated incident and it doesn't get crazy or carried away, and just hope that Pat's okay, and I hope that SummerSlam doesn't turn out to be the downfall of WWE, because looks like moving forward I'm gonna need something to shit all over.
I feel like COVID is the danger. COVID is the one who knocks.
It is, yeah. I mean, that's a true statement if ever one has been told. It's hard to be. I mean, man, I just love to go to live shows too, as a human, and I had kids right as, my kids are 8 and 6, so to me, it's like I haven't been to live shows in a while. It's hard to get somebody to watch kids to like go to a 5-6 hour show deep into the night. So last year really would have been my first year to kind of get back into. Oh man, I'm gonna go to concerts. I'm gonna go to AEW. I'm gonna go to wrestling shows, things like that.
Yeah.
And obviously, I was hit in the knees by a stupid ass fucking virus that wrecked all of that for me, because that's one of my favorite things to do ever. Period. Like wrestling shows and
I hate
live metal concerts. Like that's like. I never feel more alive than when I'm in that stuff. So to me, this is just another like sort of like shot in the balls, because I've done everything right, and I continue to try to do everything right. But God, I want to go back to this stuff, because this is like this is my thing. Like this is my high, right? And so this news is like just a straight up low blow, like right between the legs. And God, fuck. Like, how do we?
Let's just hope it's nothing crazy, man. Let's just hope
that's my hope, right? That's my hope and my prayer, because it's like I just want to see stuff again. I want to be there. I want to feel it.
Hey, man, you guys remember correctly? We were at Dynamite, and it was like, you got in that energy, and I told you both, I was like, man, I just dumped some fucking massive adrenaline here. Like, first time being in that setting in a really, really long time. Like,
yeah,
be at a wrestling show, and it felt good to be live in a crowd with my boys and like ready to, watch something live that we love. So I really hope that nothing comes of this, man, because
ready to react and ready to yell and like just get all that out. Like that's a thing. I mean, I feel like you guys feel the same way. It's like there's
absolutely
something inside of you that needs to come out, and it needs to be expressed in a way that's just like I can yell at the top of my lungs. It's something it's nonsense, not nonsense. Yeah. It's not nonsense, but something that like my yelling at it only makes it better, right? Like generally, if I yell at my children, that doesn't make them better, right? Like if I yell at my wife, that's not better. If I scream my lungs out at a wrestling match, that just makes that wrestling match better. And there's positive ways to progress that. There's positive ways to exert that energy, and there's negative ways. And I feel like we've really, we haven't had the ability to push out the positive ways in a long time. And, I'm still riding high off it, right? Like I'm still I pushed all of that energy out at that show. And Walt, I know you did too. And it's like, now I want to continue to have that outlet, right? Like, even if it costs me $60, $80, whatever, to go every 3-4 months.
But know what? That you pay.
I mean, Tom, you can come down here and I'll get you into shows for $10 down here.
It's not the same, though, man. I'm not as into. I'm not like. I mean, I don't. Is Kenny Omega? Can I cuss at Kenny Omega there? Can I like?
No, I doubt Kenny Omega would be there. But you can cuss at people. It'll be fine.
Yeah, I mean, it's it's just one of those things where it's just like it has to be for me, and I'm spoiled, right? Like, God, I can't wait to go to Slipknot, and I hope this still happens. Slipknot and Killswitch Engage and Gojira, like, oh my, like,
dude, if that happens, it's on. That's happening. Yes.
It's supposed to be outside, hopefully. God, I hope so.
I'll wear a mask outside.
tomorrow we're gonna see Slipknot cancels the rest of their 2021 shows. And I'm just gonna go into my backyard and be like,
Yep.
fuck.
So let's just hope it doesn't come to that. I mean, obviously we wish the true national treasure, Pat McAfee, a speedy recovery, and yeah.
Absolutely.
So is that it? Is that it? We got match of the week.
Match of the week.
You got.
boys.
Yep. It's good.
I don't know why this is still Tom. That's your
Okay,
cue.
well, so my match of the week. Walt, I'm real sorry about this. Well, my match of the week is one William Goldberg versus one Robert. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Was that not your favorite match?
What?
Was that not your favorite match?
I mean, so I do want to talk about that for a sec because the fact that Bobby Lashley beat him to like a no, we just can't continue this match because this old man is too beat up.
Huh. William
Made me
Goldberg
laugh
is too
real,
old.
real hard. And truthfully, Walt, I thought about just like dragging this on and on and on and on about how like what a show, what a bout of showmanship and just overall because you were giving me shit about it while it was happening, and I'm just like playing like Ghost of Tsushima, and I'm like, okay, I mean it's on. I don't know why you're being mean, but no. Truth be told, like the end result was better than I could have ever hoped for. It was just like Bobby Lashley beat him to a pulp.
How much was
And-
Adam gassing you up while I was sitting there talking shit?
I mean, I was playing video games. Like, I wasn't really. Look, Adam has the potential. Like, has the potential to just gas me up about literally anything. Yo, this Walt's saying this. Yo, Walt's doing that, and that's why I messaged you because I'm like, fucking Adam. I'm just gonna just gonna text Walt. Because like I like Adam's one of my best friends for like since we were like little children, and you know he just has that ability, but he's also got the ability. He's the middleman in all of this. So like I've never been mad at Adam in my life, but I've been mad at people through Adam plenty of times in my life. But it truthfully, like I didn't know how that match was going to go. And it went like, oh my God, Bobby Lashley beat him to a pulp. And if they do it in Saudi Arabia, which truth be told, I think it's crap what happened in Saudi Arabia. I'm not going to watch the show. I don't care about WWE Blood Money 4.0 at this point.
Calm down, Britt.
I'm just saying, I don't care about it. I'm not going to watch it. Whatever happens, it's probably going to be Lashley versus Goldberg. Good for them. And, you know, I hope they have a fun time in front of the Saudi Arabia crowd. But I won't watch. But the real, true, the honest to God, true match of the week, because nobody's talked about it enough. The best match on SummerSlam. Oh, God, no. Hold on, because there was... All right, so this is hard because there's two. But I'm gonna tell you my runner-up, although I expected it, was Walter versus Ilya Dragunov. And it really was, truthfully, work rate-wise, the best match of the weekend.
I mean, you can't discount when Walter hits the ring, pal.
But I feel like it's every time at this point. And there wasn't a whole lot of build to this, at least in a mainstream kind of way. It was just going to be, these guys are better at wrestling than everybody else. But Edge versus my match of the week. I'm sorry it took so long to get here. I really am.
You're fine.
My match of the week is Edge versus Rollins. God, it was the best match on SummerSlam, work rate wise, by a mile. The build-up was fantastic. Rollins got a bloodbath on Friday, and then Edge came out to ready, and then boom, 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 and he came up through the fire. Wow, that was great, and they had a great work rate match. It was fantastic. It really was just like, I mean, it was the best like work rate straight up match on SummerSlam. It was exactly the match Edge needed to have, and the fact that Edge could still go in front of a live crowd like that made me happier on the inside than just about anything else. Rollins looked great as always. I mean, there were no botches. I mean, you were looking at two guys who literally who are probably some of the best wrestlers who have ever lived in they're clearly 10, 15 years apart, age-wise. But, I mean, man, what a good match. Edge won. It didn't hurt Rollins. It was a great match. I don't feel like enough people are talking about that match, really.
It was good. It was real good.
But it was, for me, that was like sort of the match that solidified the rest of SummerSlam. Was like, this is a great show. And this is a great show primarily because this match nailed it down for me. Not to say, and it didn't get any worse. It didn't get worse after that. It didn't. But work rate wise, that was just man, this is a good show. And I'm happy about it. And this was a great match. And I loved it. The payoff was great. The whole match was great. The build was great. I mean, God, he got a bloodbath.
It was awesome.
And the Brood entrance. And then they did he got both entrances.
Yeah.
He really did. And it was great. So
it was good.
That was, for me, match of the week.
Thumbs up from down here, pal. Derek, what about you, bud?
I'm supposed to follow all that.
Yeah.
What do you think I have in me?
Well, that's why I put you in this position, so it doesn't.
You got to start letting me go in first. Yeah,
No.
I mean, I'm gonna have to start practicing because Tom just rattles it all off. He takes all the good points. I got nothing to talk about other than the match that didn't happen: Sasha Banks and Bianca Belair. And you know why this is my favorite match?
It would have been a good
Didn't
one.
happen. I'm not a Sasha Banks fan. I've stuck to that this entire time, and I still am there. I might be flippy floppy on my CM Punk, but not my Sasha Banks. Nope.
That's rock solid there.
But Becky Lynch coming out and winning the title. I shit on it earlier, but I think it'll be good for story. It was
I hope
short,
so.
terrible manhandle slam, as they want to say. I'm not. This is stupid, but I'm excited to see what she can do. It's going to be a huge pop for the crowd. It's going to be huge freaking market sales and all that. T-shirts, everything's flying off the shelves. I'm sure Walt's already got a new WWE credit card for it. Yep. See, Walt bought one. Of course he did.
I'm gonna get it one that says the man. It just makes sense, right?
I bought the Vegas.
Whenever I get my CM Punk shirt, are you guys still gonna talk shit as you wear your man shirts?
No.
Did you get your CM Punk shirt?
No, I haven't ordered it yet. The website's still down.
Yeah, it crashed pro wrestling.
7 days later, it's still down.
It's crashed a few times because I've looked a couple times too. Because there's a black variant. There's a black variant too that I was like, ooh, click. Sorry, 404. We don't know what you're looking for. Like,
yeah.
Okay.
Is there for real a black variant? I didn't realize that.
I swear I saw one and I clicked it.
That's cool.
I never saw. I mean,
hell yeah.
I haven't seen a way to buy it.
I just hate white T-shirts because, man, you got to plan your whole day around them. Like whenever we went to the AEW show, we went to dinner. I wasn't wearing my white T-shirt that I wanted to wear to the show to dinner. So then I got to bring 2 T-shirts with me.
Yeah,
it's a pain.
You don't want to get mustard on them. Fuck.
Exactly. Steak sauce, blood.
Mustard. Yeah, I mean, those are daily occurrences.
Not human blood, cow blood.
Walt, what do we got, buddy?
So, I agree with you, Tom. The best match of the week was Seth Rollins and Edge. However, I would be.
I said Dragunov. No. I said Walter versus Dragunov was the best match, but that was the better.
Oh, I got you. Well, I would be remiss if we didn't talk about Roman Reigns versus John Cena. So for me, that was my match of the week.
That was way better than I thought it was going to be.
I enjoyed.
What do you guys think of John Cena's bald spot back there that he was trying to hide the whole match?
It's been prevalent for a while.
Yeah. So listen, you want to talk about T-shirts? Let's talk about T-shirts. That John Cena T-shirt that he wore to the ring with the 16 championships on the back, that was Mario Brothers 3 inspired. So I get on WWE Shop, right, and I go to try to order it instantly. I've never in my entire life wanted a John Cena T-shirt, ever. Not once has the thought ever crossed my mind to buy a John Cena T-shirt until Saturday.
I feel
so. I go to the website. I keep hitting refresh throughout the match. It's not there. It's not there. It's not there. And then boom, John Cena NFT pack. Fucking T-shirts exclusive to the goddamn NFT thing, right? $1,000.
$1,000.
$1,000.
I didn't even look at that, but that's insane.
500 individually numbered. $1,000. GTFOH.
No, yeah, it's not that cool.
Nah.
I'm not even gonna lie. I don't even know what an NFT is.
Yeah, I have no
I
idea.
mean, I know it's limited, but that's all I know.
Some kind of virtual thing. I guess it's like Bitcoin memorabilia is the best way that I can.
I ain't spending nothing on something I can't hold in my hand.
Right. I'm with you on that.
Not
But anyways,
thousands.
Listen. So, anyways, the match though, I really enjoyed it, man. I thought they told a really good story. You got the whole gist of Cena's promo on the go home. Hey, man, I just need to beat you 1, 2, 3. He pulled out a lot of little tricks, tried a bunch of.
Michael Cole reminded us constantly through the match. Remember, he just needs 1, 2, 3. Remember,
Michael Cole did kind of.
Remember, Pat.
He Michael Cole himself throughout.
Good God, Michael Cole. Like,
But,
Pat should have shut him up.
Yeah.
I feel like Pat's done a good job of that this year, except for that match.
Well, I mean, it's because he was sick with COVID.
Good point.
But I thought they told a great story. I was really into it. Action was pretty good. Obviously we got Brock Lesnar afterwards, and apparently after SummerSlam went off the air, Brock Lesnar beat the fuck out of John Cena for John Cena to go make a tweet and say, hey, man, thanks for having me back. I got to go back to Hollywood where I make my real money. So,
yeah. Where they can hide my bold spot better.
Yeah, match was good, though. I enjoyed it. It was good for what it was.
I was glued to the TV for it, and I'm not gonna pretend like I was like, oh, it wasn't good. I mean, it was the main event. Obviously, it had the most build, and they delivered. They really did. They showed why they're main event guys. Was it the work rate level? Honestly, work rate wise, had Edge and had it not followed Edge and Seth Rollins, it would have been the best work rate match of the night. But
it's a good point.
I feel like Edge and Seth were like, well, let's just maybe outwork this.
Yeah, we're gonna go steal the show. That's exactly what they said.
Let's just go steal it. And I don't think there's any heat about it because it's not like, but it ramped it up a little bit because like I had just seen a great match and it's like now I need to see another one. Right? And they did. They put it on. It was a great match. If the Rollins and Edge match was a 10 out of 10, that was a 9 out of 10.
Yeah, it was real good.
So
it was real good.
Yeah. Overall, though, I feel like SummerSlam was a bust. It's definitely a waste of time. I mean, seriously,
Tom,
what do you guys think for? You gonna do it? Well,
I was high or low. Yeah, I mean, we can grade it real quick. Tom, what'd you give SummerSlam?
I mean, I'd give it like an 8 out of 10. That was great. I had a great time. It was good. It was a bunch of good stuff. I felt like it started and built. It started kind of slow. There was some stuff in the middle that kind of dipped for me, but like for the most part, like I don't know, this is the best SummerSlam of all time, but it was like it finished strong as hell, and that's to me that's really where the show's bread and butter is where it finishes. And there were a lot of title changes, all but one of them I was really excited with. So particularly, it's hard to say, but the United States title match, Sheamus you broke my nose. You broke my that was great. It was all just really good.
I'm glad they put a belt on Damian Priest.
I was happy for Priest. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Like it was all just really good. Like I felt like everything except there were 10, 12 matches and all but like 1 or 2 segments and they were short were great. So yeah, great for
Derek, what about you?
Guys, I can't be that positive about this. To be honest, I really think it was. I can't give it an F, but it was a D-. It was down there. I gave 0 shits. It was a waste of 4 hours. Other than the John Cena Roman Reigns match, which was predictable, there wasn't a lot that I was excited for. There wasn't a lot of build-up, especially if you compare it to NXT TakeOver 35, 36, whatever we're up to. 36. I don't even know. That was a pay-per-view. Well, pay-per-view at this point in 2021. Every single match was must-see TV. I mean, that shit was stacked, fellas.
Yeah. I didn't care. I didn't care.
Really? Well,
was
that's
the
just
end of
'cause
the
you don't
era.
follow.
I didn't care.
It was, and it was a hell of a blow off. It was great.
Didn't care.
Well, you
care.
enjoyed the wrong show.
Didn't
Muscle
care.
That's
I didn't
fine.
enjoy it.
No.
I didn't say that I enjoyed SummerSlam. As a matter of fact, I thought.
Well, let's see.
SummerSlam was
How much
eh.
did you enjoy it? D
eh.
minus?
It was like a D. I mean, it wasn't great, but wasn't terrible. Like it was subpar. But I mean, we got some good storyline advancement. I don't want to get into SummerSlam, man. Fuck it. I'm over it. Blow off wrestling this week, man. Fuck it. I don't even care. I don't care. I don't care.
I had a good week. You guys didn't. It's okay. I love you anyway.
That's okay. All right, gentlemen. Well, time to get up out of here. So, yeah.
Finally.
I have to pee so
finally,
much.
Finally. Oh, and you're the one that wants to talk about fucking SummerSlam after we're like wrapping up the show. Tom's
Oh, I'm
got
sorry,
pee,
fellas, because
Tom,
there was a major pay-per-view. I'm sorry we didn't give
Tom.
grades like we normally do.
Tom's got to pee. Can I wrap the show?
I have to pee so much.
No.
Yeah. So if you're
Oh my
watching
God.
us on YouTube, you know that we exist. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Tom loves comments. If you're listening to us, check out the YouTube channel. We got some special stuff over there every once in a while. Somebody gasses me up once a month that says they're going to do something and then doesn't, but that's neither here nor there. Check us out over on social media, both Twitter and Instagram at @1_Fall WC. That's ONE. Yeah. And audio folks, you guys are the bread and butter. We appreciate you so much. Keep it up. Life is great. Life is grand. Until next week, I'm Walt. He's Tom. And that guy, who knows what he's doing tomorrow.
D-Rock.
Peace.
But yeah.
D-Rock.
Yeah. With all that being said, thanks for hanging out. It's all love. We'll catch you next week. One Fall WrestleCast.
Peace.